here we go again. Look, you see this? You see this line? It's global temperatures, okay? And it's going up. It's going up. If this was going down, you'd be right, and we'd be the dumbasses. But it's going up, so you're wrong, and you're the dumbass, okay? Even if you flip the chart upside down, it's still going up. Up. So it doesn't matter if it's sometimes cold in Cincinnati because the line keeps going the up. Up.
Super hurricanes, drought, wildfires turning New York City the color of Sunny D. Across America, climate change is wreaking havoc and driving people from their homes. And experts say this is only the beginning.
This is in the order of millions of people.
So where might they go? Climate researchers say the answer is in and up. Think Duluth.
Wow, so millions of coastal elites like myself will one day be flocking to Minnesota?
Is this the city of the future? Let's find out. Am I moving? I can't feel my legs. I'm not moving. Why was there not a jacket in my suitcase?
To learn more, I met with Chief Sustainability Officer Mindy Granley.
So tell me about Duluth.
Well, Duluth is a great city. We're on a great lake. We have lots of fresh water.
Do you mind
here.
if we finish this inside? Because if I don't go inside in 7 seconds, my heart's going to explode.
Of course.
Okay, come on, let's go. Oh my gosh. Let's go. So what were you saying about Duluth?
Duluth.
What were you saying about Duluth?
Well, experts have called Duluth a climate refuge because we're a place that's fairly safe from the worst effects of climate change.
You're talking about in 50 years when this climate change thing really gets bad, right?
A few people are moving here now from California because of climate change.
So you're telling me people are moving here from the good states?
Yes.
Mindy claims Duluth has big advantages, like 10% of the world's drinking water in Lake Superior and room for up to 10,000 new residents, because it's basically that barren ice planet from Star Wars.
Some people can handle 80 inches of snow every winter, and
80 inches of snow?
over 80. Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Do you think those big UN climate change summits would be more effective if people knew that the alternative was having to move to Duluth?
Well, there's really no bad weather, there's just bad clothing.
Bad clothing. So people are still wearing Balenciaga here.
We don't know what that is.
Despite this vast cultural divide, coastal refugees are getting ready to flood Duluth. But are the locals prepared?
There's a migrant caravan of Californians coming. They're bringing their spin instructors, their kombucha makers, their oat milk. You ready for that?
I don't mind having a few more friends.
Any advice for refugees that are coming here?
Oh, sure. You need to dress really warm.
They can't dress warmly because then they would lose their job as Instagram models.
Well, it's going to be hard to be a bikini model here.
I mean, you're laughing, but this is important to my culture.
Your culture.
It felt like we were speaking two different languages. But how deep was this divide?
Polo or rugby?
Ooh, rugby, for
Why?
sure.
Why?
Because I like sports that...
No, I don't mean the sport. I'm talking about names for children. Polo or rugby?
Neither.
Are there any members-only exclusive clubs here?
Well, there's Sam's Club and Costco.
So I can do cocaine in the bathroom there?
I even got some words of wisdom from former Duluth Mayor Emily Larson, seen here in a press conference last July.
Duluth is gritty and resilient and real. We work hard. We really care about each other.
That's going to be tough for some of these people in LA because they don't work hard and they don't care about each other.
But the first wave of Californians are already here. So how are they surviving?
It does feel like another planet sometimes.
Meet ex-Californian and environmentalist Jamie Alexander.
We packed into a camper van thinking we were gonna drive out here and spend the summer, and then wildfire season of 2020 happened, and I decided to move my family here because of climate change.
Let's be honest, okay? There's no Dulutherians here. Is it Dulutherians? Dulutherians?
Duluthians.
Duluthians. All right, let's be honest. There's no Duluthians here, okay? This place sucks, right?
It doesn't. I love it here. I want to live in a place where it feels real.
People say that Dulutherans, Dulags, are more real people. A New Yorker spits in my face, it feels pretty real.
Yeah. I mean, I think what is meant by that is here. You're connected to your neighbors. Everywhere is going to experience climate impacts. If a climate-related, weather event happened, would you be able to lean on your neighbors?
I've lived in New York for 7 years. I don't know my neighbor, and I don't want to know my neighbor. Next question, do you have a winter jacket for me? This is not cutting it. And my BMI is like under 2%. You know what I'm saying?
Jamie told me to really understand Duluthians, I would have to walk a mile in their shoes, even if mine were nicer.
These boots are Louis. I'm not going to get snow on them, am I?
You probably will.
You ready to do it?
I'm ready.
Let's go. Shoot. They're kind of hard to walk in at first. Okay, there goes my suit. Hey, those look like huge, almost rats.
They're deer.
Do they ever take the pizza out of your hand when you're in the subway or anything?
No.
No. You're lucky.
Duluth was starting to grow on me, but there was just one problem.
The idea that there's like a climate-proof city is A, it's not true at all, and B, it's dangerous because every place on Earth is already experiencing climate impacts, and climate change is happening now, and people are making huge life-changing decisions because of it.
Then what the am I doing here? I left my wife and family for a week to come here, and it's not even a real climate refuge?
No.
Damn. I knew the only thing that could cheer up this coastal elite was hitting the spa. But unfortunately for me in Duluth, even the spa is terrifying.
We had to remove 30 inches of ice so that you can go jump in it.
Oh my God.
And your body is gonna tell you you're gonna die, but you're retraining some of those neural pathways in your head to say, hey, I can handle hard stuff.
Yeah, I can handle this.
Going in.
Maybe once I get used to it, the cold isn't so bad.
I'm frozen to the thick.
Well, at least I can go back to New York. Oh, God damn it, that's my car.
If you're worried right now that Donald Trump is going to ruin America, I think your fears are misplaced because he actually might ruin the entire planet.
President-elect Donald Trump's return to the White House could slow global climate action.
Trump vowing to pull the U.S. out of the Paris Climate Accord a second time.
Trump has called climate change a hoax and is promising to boost oil drilling and production.
Repealing parts of the IRA, this massive $1.2 trillion investment package in clean technology, including electric vehicles, wind turbines, solar panels.
I expect him to try to undo as much as he can.
Yeah, I guess destroying the planet is one way to advance your policy agenda. I mean, you can't be trans if there's no planet. Trump is really trying to kill this planet harder than he tried to kill Mike Pence. But hey, Mike Pence survived, so maybe the Earth will be fine.
New data suggests 2024 will be the hottest year on record. According to experts, it is virtually certain that global temperatures will be more than 1.5 degrees above pre-industrial levels.
At that level, the climate crisis begins to exceed the ability of humans and nature to adapt.
Yeah, this sounds kind of bad. I only wish someone could have warned us about this apart from every scientist for the last 50 years. The good news is the scientists are smart enough to know that we weren't going to listen, and they have a backup plan.
Since the 1970s, scientists have been warning humanity that carbon pollution could destroy all life on Earth. And during that time, humanity increased carbon pollution by 90%. But hey, we're not mad. We get it. You don't want to take the bus to work? And now that the Earth is dying, you want us to find a solution? So we did. We scientists have invented this. A super advanced, self-sustaining spaceship that will escape this planet and give humanity a fresh start. And you're not coming. Oh, you thought we were gonna bail you out so you can come and f up Mars too? No. Plus, you're gonna bring your lifted F-150s and aliens will think we're the kind of people that don't wash our buttholes. It's too bad for you, because we've decked this ship out. We've got movie theaters, theme parks, and bar trivia. That's actually hard. Because we're smart. None of this general knowledge bullshit. This now extinct historical figure ignored science and died horrifically. Hey, that's you! We also gathered 2 of each animal, so Gordon Ramsay can cook them for us. Kangaroo. Oh, and if you're a liberal who thinks, I deserve a spot, I recycle, you're definitely out. Recycling doesn't matter if your closet is full of plastic clothing from Shein. You're ruining the environment, and you look like shit. Now I know what you're thinking. You'll just stop the shit before we leave. Well, guess what, assholes? We took off while you were watching this video. From all us scientists and Gordon Ramsay, here at the USS Told You So. We're out, and we're coal rolling your asses on our way. Also, we're taking the This message has been brought to you by Amazon, Apple, and Exxon. It definitely wasn't our fault. Climate change. It could kill us any day now, if we're lucky. But one scientist has a solution.
Meet Dr. George Church. He knows exactly how to curb climate change, and the answer is so simple.
We're engineering cold-tolerant elephants using DNA from ancient, extinct woolly mammoths to help us with climate change.
You're going to bring back the woolly mammoth.
Something like that.
From the Ice Age.
Around that era, yeah.
Voiced by Ray Romano.
Yeah, that's the theme.
Oh, yeah, that's good. So while some think they're doing their part with their electric cars, George and his company were making Jurassic Park a reality.
Colossus Biosciences is a genetic engineering firm working to resurrect the woolly mammoth.
This process will save animals on the brink of extinction and even improve the environment.
You know, I never thought about the woolly mammoth angle. I almost feel stupid for not thinking about it, because it was right there in front of me. I just have one silly question. How exactly is a woolly mammoth going to combat climate change? Are we going to provide them with a canvas tote and metal straws?
There aren't that many solutions that address the gigantic amount of carbon that could be released in the form of methane from the Arctic. We're concerned about both keeping that carbon in the ground, frozen, which means it would be nice to have cold-resistant elephants stomp down the snow and allow the -40 winter wind to come in and cool down the permafrost and knock down the trees. And elephants are one of the few animals in the world that will knock down trees.
Got it.
They love knocking down trees.
So a big part of this is about knocking down trees?
And restoring the grasslands and the vibrant ecosystem that came along with them.
Right. Have you considered monster trucks? I feel like with the right combination of monster trucks, monster truck drivers, and meth, you could really knock down a lot of trees.
We haven't discussed that yet. That's out of the box.
Well, I am on board. Not because I'm pretending to understand everything that you're saying or comprehend the science behind it, but I would love a pet woolly mammoth. I think that would be fun.
Okay.
Just me and my pet, Willie Nelson. This is the best idea ever.
I think it's a bad idea. Extinct species are extinct. Bringing them back to influence climate change, it's a non-starter.
There's always a buzzkill. Meet Dr. Ross McPhee from the American Museum of Natural History.
I've spent most of my career on Ice Age paleontology, on mammoths, on saber-toothed cats, you name it, I've been there.
Wait, so you're a paleontologist who works at the American Museum of Natural History, and your name is Dr. Ross?
I know where you're going with this.
I didn't think today could get any better, but oh my God.
Okay, Troy, here it is. This is the mammoth.
This is what they want to bring back?
They want to bring this back in all of its glory.
Wow. Well, it seems easy enough. The bones are all there.
Right, but it's a little matter of the soft tissues that we need as well.
Oh, right. Kleenex.
Yeah.
So how would they even resurrect an extinct species?
The woolly mammoth and the Asian elephant are very closely related. We can engineer them to be compatible with genetic engineering tools. Right.
So in a way, you're making sort of an Asian hybrid?
Correct.
Yeah? Okay, well now I know why they asked me to do this interview.
But here's the problem. Money that's going to be spent would be much better spent on endangered species that are still with us.
But can you imagine a beautiful world where humans and woolly mammoths play together on Earth?
We're talking about an animal that is eating 300 pounds of food a day.
300 pounds? Someone called TLC.
Yeah, I know. Nobody wants something that's 5,000 to 6,000 pounds marching around in their yard.
Oh my God, have you been reading my journal? In my childhood dream journal, I wrote, I want something that's 5,000 to 6,000 pounds marching around my yard.
It's a big mistake.
Well, I was a kid.
Both of these geniuses made good points, but only one of them had a secret lab full of prehistoric creatures. And I couldn't believe I was finally going to meet one of these majestic mammoths.
Wow, this is amazing. So where are the mammoths? Are they in the back?
Even a simple engineered elephant's a little short of a mammoth, probably 2028 at the earliest.
2028.
Are you kidding me?
We could show you some elephant cells.
All right, let's see some elephant cells. Fun.
These are very precious cells. It took us years to develop.
Wow, interesting.
It's very sterile, very rich growth media.
So you're going to turn this water into a woolly mammoth?
Well, the cells could conceivably contribute to changing the genome of an elephant.
Okay, bringing back a woolly mammoth to curb climate change might seem bonkers, but it's either that or carpooling with coworkers we hate. At least this guy will be here when we're all gone.